we're liking, what we're not liking. If there's certain designs you like, but maybe you'd like a different color. We want it the same on both sides. Just some feedback about that.
I like the one with all the books on it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That one's my favorite.
This one, Ellen?
Yeah. This one looks like plumbing.
Yeah, I think it's this one or this one. I like the books, but I also like the glass.
Yeah, yeah, that one's good too.
I kind of like having our logo somewhere on here. I mean, incorporated in.
Maybe some corn stalks. Yeah.
Yeah, the logo.
Just as remembrance.
Some books and some corn stalks.
And she can work on like combining some of the ideas if you guys like, you know, certain aspects of one, but not other things. This is a very rough draft right now.
Yeah, these are a nice start.
Mhm. Yeah, I like that one.
So we like the books, we'd like to have the logo on there, if possible.
You like that one too? Yeah, that's nice. I mean, we can do one thing on one side, a different thing on the other
Yeah.
side, and something on the back, right? So we got
Yeah.
3 sides to fool with.
Let's go. Let's go ham. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Everything.
Yeah. We can save some of these others for the next bookmobile that we get. And then for our fleet that we have.
Yeah, can we call it a bookmobile? It's gonna have books in it, right?
Right?
Sometimes,
Just saying.
I know.
People know what that is.
Right.
Outreach.
When
not-
is the physical delivery of the bookmobile? June?
They started working on it like in early November, is when they're planning to start the actual construction. So
Of this year.
I think we're looking at having it in the spring.
Yay,
I don't
so
know.
stoked.
Yeah.
You have some ideas?
I will let her know what you liked about these two and see if we can get a finalized drawing, you know.
The book bus. I don't know. That's a very cool.
Huh?
It is a ring for that. Yeah, I think if we call it bookmobile, people expect like what Aurora has, that mega, you know, thing.
I think we should. The library services on the go is a nice tagline. And you could get some inspiration and PR for it by running a contest to name it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. Get the community involved.
Yeah, just make sure you submit the name you want, just in case they don't submit any good names.
Yeah, right.
I love that. Box elder bug. Oh, just crawling over.
Okay, library vehicle, that's done, new business. We need a motion to approve ordinance 26-2, ready. And you have that on page 29. Which reflects the 20%.
I move we approve ordinance 26-2 levy.
Thank you. Second. Thank you. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Friedman,
Yes.
Ramirez,
Yes.
Campa,
Yes.
Wallers,
Yes.
Conan, yes, Deal.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. 13D, long-range plan. Krista.
So I was reaching out to Craig, who did our long-range plan, thank you, for us several years ago. And I was trying to get some dates, but he had a few more follow-up questions for us as far as what type of plan we wanted. I know I talked to Terry a little bit briefly about the options. He is wondering, are we, in the last one, we had them do NIU did a survey for us. Is that something we would want again? Or,
That was a public opinion survey.
yes.
What do you think, Amy?
And what's the survey for? I'm sorry.
The long-range plan, if we wanted to survey the community about what they are looking for.
Library.
Yeah, type stuff.
It's over it.
That's pretty good, so.
Yeah. I was just gonna
This is the same fellow that did our long-range plan last time. We've gone past the 5-year long-range plan by 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's time for another one. Last time we had them do a public survey, which takes time, money, and everything to do it.
Mhm.
If we feel that we should do that first, then that's something we could start with. Otherwise, what we're looking for is some dates when we could get together as a board with department heads and talk about where we're going in the future. We've got a lot of things on the front burner right now between expansion, potential expansion. We acquired some land, we're talking about other things, programs, the new outreach vehicle. So what will be our priorities, how do we want to spend our money going on forward? That would be, I think, the focus of what we're doing. And last time we did it in an evening
At a restaurant, I think, right?
at a restaurant. We've done it before on a Saturday, where we took the morning into early afternoon on a Saturday. But we can do it whatever works. What we would like to do is have everybody there when we do it. Also have the department heads there so they can keep us on the straight and narrow when we get crazy with ideas, because that could happen.
Question about the public survey. Do we feel, and I don't know the answer, do we feel like the information that we got from the public when we did the survey was worth the time, the effort, and the money that we invested together? Did it tell us things we would not have known otherwise?
I don't think it told us anything radically different than what our thought process was.
I think, I thought it was interesting at that time I was the head of the teen department, and it was universal that we surveyed about teen programs. Everyone said we had too much for teens, and they didn't want them in the library as much. So it was very interesting to see how people think about stuff, but I don't know that it really had a huge impact on.
So when we sent that survey, did it go to the entire library district?
I think it was a random
It was
phone
a
call.
Random,
It was a
random selection.
random selection, and it was a phone call.
So it may be somebody that doesn't visit the library a lot.
Well, and the other difficulty has become with those types of surveys is people do not answer their phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a way to create a survey and then offer it to anybody that comes into the building to fill out?
Should I do that?
We did that before,
Yeah.
last time. We had the surveys there and they could fill it out when they come in. That's always a possibility because we can control that.
Mhm.
It's less expensive, right? Then you just pay to create the survey, and at least you're not, because I agree, I don't think anybody takes a phone call anymore.
Yeah.
Does it have any significance as to timing if there's a referendum in the works and you have a public survey that comes out for that? Is there, I don't know, just thinking.
Could be politically advantageous.
Oh, I don't know. I'm
The
just
thing
throwing
that-
it out there as what's going through my
Would
head.
the referendum company want to run their own survey though? Because they would have very specific
Right.
Specific
type of
things.
questions, I would think, right?
And my hope is sometime this fall to have a representative from at least a referendum consulting company meet with us and answer our questions and kind of give us what they do and why, what we should think about if we're considering that. So that would be a good time to ask
Question.
a question. Yeah. Let's pull the survey that we did last time.
Okay.
And why don't you, if you could send it out to all of us, just email it to us and we'll take a look at it and then we can talk about it at the
Okay.
next meeting.
You know, I know when I went to that library conference, they talked about libraries becoming more, community-based, but more, I don't know what you want to say, because services are disappearing, that libraries were going to take more of that brunt, and that they should start preparing for that kind of thing, because people in the community are going to need somewhere to go, and they're going to need access or at least knowledge on how to get services and things like that. So I don't know, long-term, depending on how long we're looking, is that going to be something that we want to think about?
Certainly something that we should consider, think about.
That's a good point. Were you at the conference at the corner?
This was a couple years ago. I can't remember where I went. No, I was at a college, I think. But that was a couple years ago when they were talking about it. And I see more, I mean, looks like there's going to be more cuts and more cuts. So I think the community's going to have to take on a bigger role. And where's community but here at the library?
And already in some ways, this is a third place for people, for plenty of people.
Yeah. And I think we talked about that in the past because of the homeless people that we
Yeah.
get, and it's getting to be cold, so we're gonna have more of those people coming in. You know, I know we talked about seeing if the college would provide us some mental or social workers or things
Yeah.
like that, but I don't think that ever kind of went anywhere, did it?
No, I think there's some questions about also with like insurance and if something happens, who's liable.
But there is a history and a legacy of the library being a safe place for people. I mean, I used to live in Chicago, and that's a place to go, you know, so.
On November 15th is that community meeting here, right, where the village mayor is going to be here? Do I have that right?
I would have to double check the date, I'm not sure.
Supposed to open at 8:30 in the morning or
Oh, it's the like, is it Donuts with the Mayor or something?
something, yeah.
Yes.
Or,
Village of
Yes.
Oswego is supposed to be at this location.
It's at the downtown Oswego location, I think.
Supposed to be at the library.
Yes, downtown library.
Right, right.
Yes.
With the Village of Oswego president.
Mhm.
So that could be interesting as to what turns up for something like that this time.
But I know you have care packages and things like that, right? But we don't really give them out, but are they somewhere? I can't remember.
We did have backpacks that were given to us by, I can't remember which, it was a local place that gave it to us that we would call. No, it was something Sarah, but I can't think of. I'll look it, I'll see if I can
I
find
think
it.
right now we just have the food pantry. People put non-food items on there too. I don't think they have anything else really.
I think socks is a big thing.
Yeah.
And what really sucks is now we don't have any homeless in Kendall County, like nowhere for them to go.
No.
Because after COVID, they got rid of all that.
Mhm.
And it's getting cold.
Well, New York will pass the ordinance,
Sure did.
Yeah.
and now they're taking the brunt of the heat for that. It's hard not to get on a trend. If you ask me, if we start looking at building plans, and you would have asked me 3 years ago what should be included in a new building, I would have said workspace for people who work from home,
Mhm.
3 days, 5 days a week. Now, everything I read is all the companies are forcing people back into the offices. I think there's still quite a few people we have spending
Yeah.
the day with us,
We did.
but the priority seemed like it was much more urgent 2 or 3 years ago than it is now, so it's a continually changing
Mhm.
process. So, anyway.
So I will look up the old survey and send it out to you guys and
Mhm.
see what we think about a community survey, and then I can book with Craig. We'll get some dates and try to get it
Right.
booked.
Would you prefer an evening meeting or a Saturday meeting?
And works on Saturdays, so it depends on the Saturday.
Okay, but if we made sure that you were free, would you prefer the Saturday rather than an evening? Okay, any preference?
For evening person, but could make the Saturday work.
Guess it depends on the
I
restaurant.
would, I would just say for if we want managers to be able to attend, we have managers in charge of the buildings on Saturdays and all nights except for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if it was a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we could have all the managers come.
Okay,
But otherwise, we'd have to have at least one manager at each building to lock up and stuff.
okay. All right. That gives us at least some direction.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving on, 13C, Friends of the Library book sale update.
They had their sale, about 2 weeks ago, I think, a week and a half ago. And they made about $890, which is pretty good for a fun sale. We've had it at Oswego for the first time in, I think, like 15 years. It's been a really long time. And it being in the lobby, they had just a lot of foot traffic. However, our friends are meeting some friends. It has been Sarah and a friend of hers and her friend's mom. And I don't know if they're all gonna continue with Sarah retiring, so if anybody knows anybody looking for a way to help the library but no big time commitment, let me know. We're looking for some friends for Friends of the Library, because it's, we're not supposed to have staff run it, so it's a little tricky.
Friends need a friend.
We need some friends, yes.
Okay, 13D, corporate credit card policy, first reading.
That's page 34. We are looking at, so historically, we've had one credit card for the library. It's always been in Sarah's name. With the outreach vehicle or book bus, whatever we call it, I think we're gonna need some additional credit cards so he can get that filled up with gas without having to borrow the credit card every time. Really, the only other thing I think we're really envisioning it being used for is when we have conferences. Right now, when staff goes to a conference, they pay for the conference, or we pay for the conference, but if they have to fly, they have to put the airfare on their own credit card and reimburse them after the conference, which means sometimes they have airfare on their credit cards for like 6 months. Kind of stinks for staff. So I was thinking if we had, at least for the main managers, to have cards. And this has gone to the attorney to be reviewed already.
Okay, take a look at that. This is for first reading.
Yes.
We don't need a motion on that, but do take a look at it and we'll bring it back next month and bring back any questions you may have. Okay? Open session. You're very quiet. Okay, and we do have a closed session this evening. The purchase, lease of real property for use of public body or employment. So could I have a motion to go into closed session?
Make a motion for a closed session.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please, Jim.
Deal,
Yes.
Friedman,
Yes.
Ramirez,
Yes.
Camplin,
Yes.
Wallers,
Yes.
Conan, yes.
Okay. Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, where are we? We're at adjournment. Upcoming scheduled meetings, regular meeting, November 19th, 5:30 at Oswego campus. We'll also have a technology committee meeting after, following that meeting. Yes, sir.
Can I make a statement?
Sure.
The Village of Montgomery is wanting to honor Sarah at their December board meeting. I'm just letting you know, I don't know if you knew about it. You know, it's being handled by the village, I just knew about it. I don't know, Kristen, did they contact you?
Yes, they contacted me and she has already said she can go.
Okay,
So she knows.
so I plan to attend.
When is it?
I think it's December 8th. Well, let me look. It's December 8th, meeting starts at 7. So,
And where's that, at the building?
yeah, the Village Hall, it's right on River Street, the building there, 200.
And what time did you say?
7 p.m.
We can all go across the street to VFW afterwards for a beer.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Very bored, isn't it?
Take Sarah,
Yeah.
unless it's bingo night. Okay, anything else? Hearing none, thank you very much. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Two.